Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll now be starting section 3 of the CCSC Class of 2021 representative. So we are, again, going down from left to right, or right to left, I guess, whichever one. So we'll just go down to the start.
All right, sure. Hello, fellow Lions. My name is Vincent Kwok, and I'm from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I'm hoping to major in financial economics. So today I'm running as a student rep for my amazing team, Beginner's Mind, and it will be an absolute pleasure to represent the CC body. So what differentiates us from the other fabulous parties, of course, is that we are chasing after realistic goals that will make your Columbia experience a rewarding one. So what are these policies? As a fellow student athlete in the men's track team, so shout out to my student athletes, it takes a huge amount of time to train. And to my other fellow Lions, it takes a lot of time to study. But in our tuition fees, we're paying $260 in club activities fee to access clubs. Many clubs are very exclusive, and let's be realistic here. Everybody wants a good job. And what culminates to a good job? Amazing internships and involvement in school activities. So we want all these activities and school clubs to be accessible. At least you're able to try it out. In Beginner's Mind, we believe that your experience in Columbia should be complete, and there should be no regrets. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Cassius and I'm from London, UK. I plan on majoring in poli-sci and African American studies. So I'm running as a rep as part of the 21 Savages group. And our main 3 values are diversity, accessibility, and finesse. So I'll run you quickly through diversity. As you know, Columbia is the most diverse Ivy, so we think it's very important that it caters to Columbia's diverse population. And we go about this by diversifying lit for a start. So, for example, with the current reading list, we feel that there should be more non-Western, female, and modern authors on the current reading list. And this would help to create an academic environment that's more reflective of the diverse population of Columbia. In addition to this, we're also thinking about further promoting the work of the Office of Multicultural Affairs, OMA, because although they do a lot of hard work, it's just important that minorities are more aware of what's on offer to them so that they can really access all of those opportunities. And moving on to accessibility, this is really key, especially as a freshman. You could be coming from a different country, you may be from an underprivileged background. So one of our policies, as my fellow reps, Asia and Ramsey were saying, is that in terms of iClickers, we should either have an app which would be free to download, or Columbia should provide students with free iClickers. Because it's too much of an expense. $48 is pricey, and we've all got enough expenses to already fork out for being freshmen. Another thing as well in terms of accessibility would be in regards to the Metro card. So being in the heart of New York, we've got no option but to use the Metro card, especially if you want to explore the city. And as representative, I would push for a policy that would enable us to maybe just come into the system with, a balance on a Metro card every semester. And I think that would be very convenient and just a lot cheaper. And then finally, finesse is our final value that we're all about. It's just about having fun, and starting with mental health, that's very important. Being at university, it's quite easy to slip into depression with the heavy workload and just being thousands of miles away from home. So as you guys were saying, part of my 21 Savages group, it's important that there's suicide prevention programs. And moving on to a lighter note, I think finesse is just about events, like maximizing your opportunities. We're in New York, it's where it all happens. And so, last night they held the All Black Everything event, which was great. It was good music, good people. And yeah, the All Black Everything event is great, and the Dollarama's event was amazing as well. But in order to attend these events, it's important that we collaborate with the student organizations that put them on, such as Black Student Organization, and so funding is an important element.
Hi, my name is Nick Manriquez. I am from Queens, New York, and I am running to be a CCSC representative with the Lion Roar Party. Now, what are we about? We are about community, number one. We all know that Columbia is like a decent school, and it's a really good school, but the problem is everyone's so smart, everyone's really, really competitive. So the best way to change that, competitiveness creates stress culture, as we all know. So the best way to do that, the best way to mitigate that stress culture is by changing the atmosphere from competitive to collaborative. The best way we can do this is to foster community. We can do that through really cool events, and Lion Roar has a couple of really cool events, specifically Lion Week and Winterfest. And I hope I will be able to get into more detail on those next time around. We also have some really cool ideas in terms of streamlining the incoming freshman academic process, such as creating a platform in which upperclassmen can give away or sell eye clickers and textbooks and all of the other annoying stuff that we need to freshmen and make it much, much easier to transition and get adjusted. And finally, what I really like about Lion Roar as a party, I think what separates us from the other ones, is that we aren't about buzzwords. We have a couple buzzwords, but we're more about promises. Like everything that I say, I believe that we can actually implement. Like we know that we're not going to touch the core. Like I think we're more realistic, and that way I think we're more beneficial to the class. Thank you.
All right, awesome. So I think another question that I have for Section 3 of representatives is this idea of increasing involvement between students and the student councils, because I think it's been mentioned multiple times before that there's kind of a discrepancy. So I was wondering if you guys had specific ideas other than just using social media as a gateway to advertise your events, or other ways to bring out more people to student council events. You don't understand the question, though. So as in, how are you going to increase the participation in student council?
Okay, so we in Beginner's Mind, we believe that your Columbia experience should be complete. And what makes your Columbia experience complete? And it's the Columbia community. I've been here just for like a month now, and I met so many amazing people, from Math Olympiad, people going to Math Olympiad, from people from national team, from people who are sons of really rich kids, and some people who are first generation, and how they're so intelligent. We, in answer to his question, how we would bring more people to our activities, it's simply just to promote a very simple message of getting together with people who you don't know, and to be brave and actually attend these activities, because we want to, as Beginner's Mind, give out the message that we are not even though a lot of people think our body is very competitive, I actually believe that everybody should strive to be their best. And I believe that if we were to strive to promote the message of meeting such new amazing people, it's going to make people brave and want to attend these activities. And that's what we're going to be chasing for in Beginner's Mind, which is to make your Columbia experience complete.
Okay, so moving on to 21 Savages. We're quite an interactive group. So I think, the student fair that we had a couple of weeks back, which was all about getting students to join clubs, I think that we'd organize a smaller scale version of that because it was very effective in getting people to sign up for clubs. There was a range of clubs, and I think that would be a great way to promote events and let people know what's going on campus and what 21 Savages has to offer. And yeah, I think that would be a very effective way just to create awareness about what's on offer on the Columbia campus.
Well, the question was about increasing involvement in student government, right? So if what I think would really pique interest in student government is if we were able to get our events off the ground, make them happen. I think that would definitely generate interest in student government. Furthermore, I know that student government meets once a week, So we could have like a Twitter page or like a Facebook page where we're constantly updating students on the developments, and maybe we could make it like a fun Twitter page with like cool memes. That's what I think would work well.
All right, that's the one main question I had for representatives. Thank you for coming up. Now I'd like to invite the student vice president and president. So, are you guys all paired up? So, like president, vice president from each party sitting? Oh, that's a lot. Is everyone shown in the camera?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, the format's gonna be a little different. Each party will have 1 minute to introduce themselves. So I suggest I personally think this president should first introduce vice